What up, MetaZoo Maniacs and Cryptic Campers? Today's November 3rd, 2025, and I hope you enjoyed the video. 1 year ago, Charlie had that interview with Nick Strength of Pokemon. I mean, everything was looking great, and not long after that, GWOAT started up. Anyways, let's see the damage of GWOAT over the last year to the MetaZoo eBay sales, and the continuing damage being continued on by Footballer Pete. But before we get to that, we're going to go over the first edition Cryptonation first edition booster boxes. So I had some of these in the last two videos, but we're going to go through it anyways. So October 26, 2025, we had one sell for $70 in auction. And then October 27th, we had another one for $81 in auction. And then, as you've seen in my last video, $63 first edition Cryptonation booster box, October 28, 2025. Then on October 30th, we had two Kickstarter booster boxes, one bid each, both for $5.79. So here's the first one, and here's the second one, both sold for $5.79 American. And hey, another week, not another dollar. Footballer Pete cannot seem to sell any of these base set booster boxes with the mailbox promo from Miami Collecticon, the very first mailbox promo when base set released, $64.88. Now there is a $5 off coupon that you can apply to this, and they're still stuck at $149 available. Okay, now onto the absolute devastation that was caused by MetaZoo liquidating all the inventory to EV and HQ, which ended up on GWOAT, which is now all over Footballer Pete. So we got something new here though. We got a pallet of UFO spellbooks. Like, I don't know if the secret's not out yet, but if you're going to buy UFO, you got to buy the booster boxes, because anything else is pure garbage, right? The spellbooks, I mean, I pulled a neutrality totality out of one of them, but generally it's the booster boxes that are loaded with full holos. Every other UFO SKU is full of garbage. And look at this. They're trying to sell UFO palette of spellbooks, so 960 spellbooks of UFO. What do you think of that, Lordy Cardboard? Are you gonna fit that into your living room there? Holy moly, $1,200 for 960 UFO spellbooks. Meanwhile, they have 576 booster boxes of UFO, a full palette as well, starting at $1,000. I mean, they're not gonna get a bid on the spellbooks. There's no way they're going to get a bid on that palette. Booster boxes in the world of UFO is by far the way to go. And then we got another palette of Seance starting at $1,000, no bids yet. And another palette of Seance for $1,000, no bid yet. So it looks like this might be a weekly thing where there's palette after palette after palette being auctioned off. But I think they're going to have to start lower than $1,000 starting next week. Because maybe these pallets right here won't even get a bid for $1,000, and then they're going to be forced to start lower. Oh, and check this out. We got the Bear Walker skateboards. I love when Ryan was like, oh, we're all out of skateboards. It's the last one. And I remember, if anyone's seen my video, the Mothman Bear Walker skateboard I had for the push-up challenge, that was supposed to be the last one they had in inventory for the skateboards. And I bought it for, I think it was $66 or $68. It was one of two, probably $66. And I thought that was the last one. I was like, oh, I finally got one. Well, Footballer Pete's got some up for auction. So let's check it out. We got the Sinkhole Sam. This was supposed to be the hardest one to get if you were actually to redeem and buy the Bear Walker promo boxes and all that. But anyways, Sinkhole Sam's up to $31 in auction, ends in just under a day. And then we got the Piazza Bird up to $66. Now some of these on Footballer Pete in auction are selling for a lot more than they were on the final GWOAT streams, which is very interesting. So there's still a market for these, even though there was a ton of them sold already. And here we got Loveland Frogman, already up to $76 in auction. And then we got Grim Reaper, up to $41 in auction. And then Mothman, up to $127.50 in auction already. I mean, just under a day to go. By the time you watch this video, these auctions will be ending pretty soon. Okay, let's get into some alternate art cards. My favorite alternate art from base set MetaZoo, Dragon of Conto Falls, only $7.50 in auction. Now remember, if we're looking at raw cards, the condition or the centering, all that stuff could be affecting the price as well. Oh no, the Piazza Bird no one liked, the Gargoyle Piazza Bird, only $2.75. Here we have a legend rare from Torrential Tides, Raiju, $16.50 in auction. And then we got the legendary Ho-Oh, $12.50 in auction. Let's see if I can say this right. Amphibiana, $1.50 in auction. And that's the thing to be careful about with Secret Shadows. A lot of the cards look nice, like Raven Mocker, But when you see how some of these cards look so nice too, and how they're worth, you know, $10, $5, maybe $2 or less, I can't see why Secret Shadows isn't going to go down the exact same path. I mean, one of the nicest looking cards in Torrential Tides, the Cumberland Dragon Alt Art, only $12.50 now in auction. Then we get Defy the Heavens, $9.50 in auction. Just like Dragon of Kanto Falls was my favorite card in base set, my favorite card in Torrential Tides for the alternate arts, by far, is Follow My Lead, and it's only $8.50 in auction, but these are raw cards. And then we have the Canadian Charizard, Gasadetha, $6 in auction. Hey, we got Ghost Train, broke the $10 barrier at $11.50. Yeah, this is where I think Ravenwalker is going to fall. It's going to be on par with Jorogumo. Alternate art, $3.25 in auction. I mean, this card's a lot nicer than Ravenwalker. Kushtaka, 3-star, $8 in auction. I mean, just look at that artwork. That is absolutely awesome. And then we got the Loch Ness Monster, alternate art, only $8.50 in auction. Ogopogo, $5.50. Napa Rebob, $7. And even Mananangal, only $10.51 in auction. Hey, here's some old school MetaZoo. This is a card that came out right at the end of old school MetaZoo with the Black Friday promos. You think new MetaZoo is going to have any Black Friday promos? Nope. Sam Sinclair, legendary card. PSA 9, $41 in auction. I mean, the last great mini set that MetaZoo ever did, the Black Friday promos, this Sam Sinclair card is absolutely badass. Hey, we got second edition Kryptonation. 4 boxes sold for $21.50. And holy moly, someone in Germany was selling off all their MetaZoo Topps Chrome Grails. This is absolutely nuts. So we got Quetzalcoatlus, the alternate art, serialized out of 5. It's a Black Refractor PSA 9 for only $104.99 American. And just to document it, it was number 2 out of 5. Actually, sorry, that's not the alternate art. This is the alternate art. So we had alternate art as well. Black Refractor PSA 9 sold for $146.52 American. And this one was number 3 out of 5. And this is the Aura Hollow Mothman from Top Series 0. So the very first top set for MetaZoo. Very hard card to pull. PSA 10 only for $24.80. The PSA 10 for the first signing Quetzalcoatlus out of 99. 71 out of 99. Only 6 PSA 10s out of 16 sent in. Sold for only $62.30. And then we have MetaZoo Topps Chrome, Babe the Blue Ox, serialized out of 5. There's only 5 of these. It's Black Refractor, PSA 8, sold for $156.90. And this one is number 4 out of 5. And then, holy moly, Dragon of Kanto Falls, PSA 10. I mean, maybe no one in Germany cares about MetaZoo. I have no idea, but Dragon of Kanto Falls, first sighting. This is like the Mothman of the set. PSA 10 no less. $76.78 in auction. There's only 2 PSA 10s of this card that exist. Only 8 sent in. I have one of these cards. It's not graded though. Absolutely crazy. Can anyone else believe Dragon of Kanto Falls first sighting PSA 10 just sold for only $76.78? Now I know it was in Germany, but holy moly. Hey, here's a cool lot. So you get 2 UFO booster boxes, 2 Wilderness, 2 Seance, 2 second edition for $53. Why not? That'd be a fun rip. And look at this, we got loaded cardboard here. 2 boxes UFO and one of these first edition Flatwoods Monster cards for $21.50. Hey, Chromie's Cryptic Carnival. 3 of the, so there's 24 blisters in each row here. So that'd be 72 blisters of Chromie's Cryptic Carnival, sold for $55 in auction. But Porch Kitty cards sold the exact same thing for $81 in auction. Here we have 24 packs of Seance blisters sold for $14.50 in auction. Meanwhile, and I don't know what I'm missing here, 19 Wilderness blisters for $48. Is there something I don't know about Wilderness blisters? Next we have the Monkey Mirage alternate art. Very nice looking card. Only $11 in auction. Hey, the Quetzalcoatlus alternate art. $13.38 in auction. Then we got the Light Sun Wukong. $12 in auction. Then we got the alternate art Ding Belt. $9.50. Then we got Sword of Searcher. No surprise. $2.60. And then we got Lady Luck. Holy moly, pushing almost 20 bucks. $19.38 in auction. And then we got Chupacabra, only $2.60 in auction. And then no surprise here, Grootslang, $2.60 in auction. And And then we got Basilisk, $5.50 in auction. And then no surprise once again, Ziz, $2.60. Hey, we got the Bigfoot alternate art, $11.50 in auction. Hey, Rainbow Crow's up to 20 bucks again, $20.50 in auction for Rainbow Crow. And next we have the Mothman 3-star alternate art, only $29.88 in auction. And next we have a ton of the legendary rares. So we got Raiju, $29.88 in auction. We got Slide Rock Bolter, $26 in auction. Next we have the very nice Phoenix legendary rare, $29.88. And then we have Basilisk, $30.88 in auction. Next we have Hodag legendary rare for $36. And then we got the Humple Dumple legendary rare, $21.50. And then we got the Jacked Up Pamola, $31 in auction. And by far the king of the legendary rares, the Mothman, $113.50 in auction. Oh, and for anyone that made it this far in the video, I do have an update. Now, PSA did receive the package where my lost legendary Mothman was in it, and the Poncho box Mothman that I'm pretty sure is going to get a PSA 10. Both of them I think are going to get a PSA 10. They did make it to PSA, so the box was not lost after all. FedEx didn't know where it was, but then eventually it just showed up at PSA like I was hoping. So one day, probably sometime in January, I will have the reveal for my legendary Mothman and the Poncho Shadow Rare Mothman, what they graded. Hey, we got the Kraken Hidden Rare, $93 in auction. And the Loch Ness Monster Hidden Rare, $168.50 in auction. One of my favorite hidden rares from base set MetaZoo, Piazza only $127.50 in auction. And look at that, Reverse Hollow Kickstarter Mothman PSA 9, only $67 in auction. And the last sale I'm going to end on, before we start talking about the palettes of UFO and Seance, would be the OG Mothman, PSA 9. Sold for $850 or best offer accepted. And let's check out the PSA population report. So there's 14 of these sent in. And there's 5 OG Mothmans that graded a PSA 10 now. And then 8 PSA 9s and 1 PSA 8. And how much did it sell for? It sold for $600 American. Best offer accepted, October 27, 2025. And before we get to the end of the video, I had to look at this auction one more time, or this listing. So $1,745 for all the hidden rares of the new MetaZoo. But I was thinking about it. Is this Anonymous Bob? Or is this someone else that's making me think about Anonymous Bob? And my question at the end of this video is, what do you think of these MetaZoo palettes? I mean, we have one bid, once again, for $1,000 per palette of UFO. It seems like they have a lot of these left, obviously, right? So do you think one day there's going to be no one bidding $1,000 on a pallet of UFO booster boxes? Or nobody's going to bid $1,000 on a pallet of Seance booster boxes? Do you think one day these pallets are going to be listed for maybe like $800, $500 starting bid? Or maybe even $1 starting bid to get rid of these pallets of Seance and UFO booster boxes? My prediction is yes, we're going to see that before the end of the year. At some point, these pallets are going to start at $1 bid. And how low do you think the lowest pallet will ever sell for if it starts at $1 bid? I think these could sell for as low as maybe, I don't know, like $350 American. But that's the fun part about old school MetaZoo and the overprint of all this product. You just don't know how low it can go. It's absolutely insane. I mean, we see it on the Quote streams. Cases were going as low as $6, so that's 50 cents per booster box. Anyways, comment below and let me know what you think, and we'll see you in the next video.